I know it sounds counterintuitive for a Google Ads manager to say, but you can make a much bigger difference to your Google Ads account outside of the account than you can inside of the account. Let me show you how. I used to spend all my time in the Google Ads account trying to get my cost per click down. And my thinking was that if I could get a lower cost per click, I could get more traffic for the same budget and therefore get more leads. And it works in theory until you look at it as an example. So for instance, this client spending £5,000 a month with average profit per lead £1,000, just as an example. If we work really, really hard and we get the cost per click down from £5 to £4.50 or to £4 while still maintaining the same quality of traffic, which by the way is really, really difficult, then our cost per lead would move from £100 a lead and 50 leads a month, then we'd end up at £4 a click, getting 63 leads a month at £80 cost per lead. Now, we get from that, based on that profit, we'd get £57,500 profit, which sounds really great, right? Until we realize what we could be doing is focusing our time on A/B testing on the landing page and moving the conversion rate on the page. And this, by the way, is for lead gen clients, not for e-commerce, completely different kettle of fish. But conversion rate, say you're able to A/B test and get this from 5% up to 8%, which is a completely reasonable jump, by the way. Then you'd end up at 80 leads a month with the same budget, £63 cost per lead, and £75,000 a month profit. But the great thing about conversion rate is it's almost an endless scale. We've actually got some clients converting at 30% or 32% in certain industries. And the one that we aim for, the conversion rate that we try to aim for all lead gen clients, is 12%. So then you can make a much bigger difference by playing around with your landing page than you can by playing around and focusing on your cost per click. And what this also gives you is protection against the rest of the market. Because say then, for instance, if our conversion rate was left at 5%, but a big competitor comes into the market and completely blows up our cost per click, which can happen in certain industries, suddenly your profit completely dwindles based on something that you can't fully control. But say, for instance, if our conversion rate, we'd worked on getting that up to 12% beforehand, suddenly you're keeping a lot more money in the bank, even if competitors come in and drive up the cost per click, which is a thing that is outside of your control.